be teaching how to make isomalt lollipops. And this is my assistant, world famous Peggy Tucker. So
that was cute. Can you do that again?
Another hug.
Let's do it again. Wait, what was that? I missed it.
Oh, cute.
So there is a supply list for this. You need a cup that is microwave safe. You need isomalt, a silicone mat, cookie cutters, a cup with cooking spray in it. You may need a brush. You'll need icing sheets and sticks. So the first step is I have to take my mat and I lay it down, and then I take these, and I have to take my finger and put the cooking spray inside. Now sometimes you can't get up into the corners of them, so you can take a brush and then you can get up in there, in the corners of it. So once they're like that, you will get out your
Can I help you with that?
yeah.
Ooh. You have gloves on.
Get out your icing sheet, and then you have to basically cut on the icing sheet like this. Do we have scissors?
No scissors.
There's scissors here.
Mom dropped the ball.
They're coming. Explain to them what paper you're using.
I'm actually using icing images sheets. It's basically a really thin layer of icing.
Really?
Oh, wow.
And it's just as thin as paper. It's basically like edible paper
Wow.
with different designs on it.
Wow.
So once I've cut these out, after I cut them out, I've got to come over and set this down here because I have to pour isomalt. So,
I can.
yes, I have a bag of this.
You go ahead and keep going and you can explain them.
And the reason I have gloves on is because isomalt, when you heat it, it gets really hot. And if you put it in and leave it, you shouldn't, because it could burn itself, and you would smell it from even a distance away. You could smell the isomalt burning.
I have a question. Why do you have two pairs of gloves on?
Because sometimes it can get hot, and the heat can go a little bit through these. So I always wear double so it doesn't go through.
So it's one cloth and one.
Yeah, one's cloth and one's rubber.
Can you tell me about the icing sheets again?
And again, the icing sheets, it's really, really just like thin paper.
Jason, can you pass it around?
Sure.
Where do you get those from?
I actually called Icing Images, and they sent me some of these, and then I have some to pass out at the end for you guys, so y'all can go home and do it.
Where you can get these?
IcingImages.com, or you could call them and ask them to send you some.
It smells like icing.
Is that the only design
I'm
they
not
have?
going that far.
Is it the only design they have?
No, they have different designs. Like they have an antique gold and an antique black and tons of different designs of them.
Like hundreds?
Hundreds.
And what isomalt are you using?
The only isomalt I will use is Cake Play.
Why?
Because it's just it's my favorite type to use.
Have you tried others?
No.
Tried others.
Don't pressure the kid.
I have hot sugar coming through the room.
I'm not moving.
Yep, don't move.
No, that stuff is not fun.
Setting it down for you. There you go.
And then what you do is you have to let it's bubbling, so you have to let that cool, and when you pour it, there cannot be bubbles in it.
What happens if there's bubbles?
If there's bubbles, it'll leave bubbles in your little lollipop. It'll leave bubbles in the lollipop, and nobody wants that.
Is there any way you can get those bubbles out?
Yeah. You can.
What's my favorite thing I have in class all the time?
Blowtorch.
There we
You
go.
can blowtorch
You
them
can
out.
use a torch to get the bubbles out.
But I don't have a torch today, so I have to be careful with it.
Yep. Nicely done.
So I would take this and I would pour this in. Now you have to make sure that you get it up in the corners. Now, on this part, it is sometimes about the cooling and how thick you want them. Because the thicker they are, the longer it takes.
How long does it take for like halfway in the mold?
It depends. Sometimes it takes about 1 to 5 minutes for this to cool.
Can you blow on it?
Yeah, you could. It probably won't speed anything up.
Now, why are you pushing down with the
Because
scissors?
this one, I did this on purpose because you cannot have gaps in your cookie cutters.
Okay.
Oh, so if they're not dead level?
If they're not straight, there's gaps, the
That's gonna lose
isomalt
out.
will seep out like this. It is doing here.
There is a little secret though, that if you take a can of vegetables that you really don't like and they're just kind of been in your cabinet for a while, you can set them down on it and then pour the isomalt in from both sides and let it weep into the spots. And
what?
it'll hold it.
Say that again.
I lost something somewhere in there.
You put the can of vegetables on top of the cookie.
Like he's holding it with his
Just
scissors
sits there waiting.
and for the weight, and it holds it down flat.
Oh, so you just take the can.
Something you don't like.
Why would you use good stuff?
Just using it as a weight.
On one of you finishes
Oh, okay. Okay.
Now, some of these I have done. Like I have these. These are the Halloween ones that are done. So I'm going to show you how to attach a stick while this dries.
Ooh,
So-
after it's dried, wow.
So basically,
How long does it take it to dry, Jason?
about 1 to 5 minutes it takes that.
Okay, thank you.
So basically what I would do is I take my stick, and I stick one end of it in, and I'll hold it to the back of it, and I wait till the isomalt dries.
Now, do you just do it on the tip, or do you do it on the whole
No, you do it
section?
on, you don't do it on the whole section, you just do it on part of it.
On the tip, okay.
You don't do it all the way down to where you got it at the edge?
No. You could, but that would be way too hard in a cup like this to do it.
Now, are those designed to be eaten or just display?
These right now are display because they have, right now all they would taste like is an icing sheet. Because
A what?
an icing sheet. Icing image sheet. They have, because this ice malt has no flavoring in it at all. So it tastes like water.
Can you add flavor?
Yes, you can add flavoring.
Candy oil?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Could you also use rice paper to do the backing?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
And there's actually,
How many of those can you eat?
these you can only eat about 6 of them.
About six suckers?
No, about 6 of these isomalt nibs.
Okay.
Half the bag, you get a stomach ache. And then the whole bag, anybody who eats it, give them a good book.
What does that mean?
And actually, in different sugar-free candies, there is isomalt. Like in the Werther's original sugar-free caramel apple candies, there is ice malt. The first ingredients, the first word, isomalt.
So can you melt
So,
that?
yeah, can you utilize those like you would the isomalt itself?
No.
They have other ingredients in them that would break it down, so
Yeah, plus
it's
you
not
wouldn't be able
gonna
to see
do.
through it anyway.
You've got the same
But
side
for
of
those
that
people
bathroom.
that are always questioning, is it or is it not edible, there you go. It's your food product.
I have a question. How
Take
long
it
does
easy.
it last in the package, because I still have the sticks? It's fine.
Yeah, 4 years ago.
question?
How long will isomalt last in the package? Any product is really not supposed to have longer than a 2-year shelf life.
Mine.
By
Jason,
standard,
put it in the bag and
but
please
isomalt
pass the
in
bag.
its package, totally sealed, is good for years and years. Yeah.
Forever.
Is your mustache ready?
We have a little more, see, it's,
$45, I can make it. Okay, it's okay, show your mustache.
Can you color?
Yes.
Yes, you can. It's you can color it. The easiest way is just to buy it in the color you want it.
Oh, you can't just, wouldn't it be, could you use like, airbrush colors, because they're liquidy?
not airbrush, but you could use
Gels,
Color
Gels.
gels.
gel.
The reason you don't want to use an airbrush color is because it has a lot more water in it, the water contents, and so you don't want to add that moisture into the isomalt. Pardon me? Jason, can we use powders?
Yes.
Yes.
You can use powders.
But we get little specks left
that way.
behind if you do. Correct, like in
Go
butter.
that way with them.
Oh, here, you're trying to pass them?
Yeah, those are Werther's.
It's very good of you to have gotten that, that was clever.
Could you hold up the suckers that you have already finished that were demos?
Yeah, that's the only one but I still have to attach the backs to.
Could we pass that around with you, Mom?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pass it down.
Don't lick it.
Don't lick it.
I'm gonna take them out of that.
Jay, why don't you pass one of those around so they can see? Pass it that way. Yeah, just pass it that way so they can see.
It's okay, it doesn't need to be on a stick.
That's why I was tasting. That's why I was tasting apples.
They don't want
You do one and I'll do one. I guess his assistant should get her button gear and start doing something. And where can you buy these wonderful lollipop sticks?
You can buy these right here at Do It With Icing.
What can you buy here?
Just
Sticks, because somebody's out of isomalt.
Oh,
Yeah,
you,
we don't have any ice malt right now.
Oh, because you taught Sarah,
Little,
right?
but not very much.
Oh, my gosh. Because you taught.
And where
That
do you get
happens
the icing
everywhere you
sheets?
go.
Where do you get the icing sheets?
I actually
Icing images.
icingimages.com, but I actually called Icing Images and asked them to send me some. So there's 2 different ways you can do it.
And how much
they sent you samples?
Yes, they sent me a 5-piece sample, and then everybody gets one.
Oh, sweet.
no.
And if yours ends up and you
Oh,
can't,
maybe I can make my
and you
own
think,
paper.
oh, this is trash, it's not. There's a way to fix these if they seep out.
How?
You break the ice mold off.
Oh, that was right neck.
There you go. There you go, it pops out.
Jason, can you have those little scraps that you just broke off?
You can
You
reuse
melt
it.
it? Can you use it?
Because it has the
Oh,
image
yes,
stuck to it.
But if it was
If it was clear.
If it was clear, I could have. If it was clear, I could have.
Well, if you remelted it,